Hey, what's up guys, I'm Hiran and welcome to Double H. In this video, we'll be talking about the OnePlus event in short. So you might not have watched the OnePlus event, maybe you didn't have the time to watch it because it is an hour long, or maybe you guys didn't have the mood to watch it or whatever. So it's my job to give you guys the precise information on what happened in the OnePlus event. So pretty much there were three things that were launched in this event: OnePlus 9 Pro, the OnePlus 9 and the OnePlus Watch. And here we go. Now I'm starting this video with all the price of these devices. So here we go. The OnePlus 9 starts at 50,000 rupees or $729, and the OnePlus 9 Pro starts at 65,000 rupees or $1,069. The OnePlus Watch Classic Edition starts at $159, 159 euros, and in India 17,000 rupees. Let's start with the OnePlus 9 Pro and the OnePlus 9. So this year's main focus was Hasselblad. Everything about this event can be summed up in Hasselblad. Hasselblad is a well-renowned company which creates cameras and camera equipments and stuff like that. OnePlus has always been lacking in one thing, which is camera. Other than that, the OnePlus phone was almost always perfect. Well, not perfect, but you get the idea. But once the event started, we realized that nothing much was to come out of this. They kept saying natural color calibration again and again and again. So much so, I believe that is the only thing that came out of this collaboration between OnePlus and Hasselblad. And ironically, some reviewers are saying that color is actually one of the weakest part of this camera. Let's just move on to the next features of the camera. The OnePlus 9 Pro has a huge 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera. This is one of the largest ultra-wide cameras that has ever been in any phone. This camera also doubles as a macro camera for some reason. It has a huge sensor, and well, that might be part of the reason why it is used as a macro camera. Apparently, this ultra-wide camera has reduced distortion, also reduced noise. They were even daring enough to compare this ultra-wide camera to iPhone's ultra-wide cameras. The main sensor is the 48 megapixel Sony IMX789 lens. It is not very different from last generation. There is also a 3.3 times telephoto zoom lens. For the fourth camera, they decided to add a monochrome camera. The OnePlus 9 Pro can record videos at 8K 30fps and also 4K 120fps. OnePlus's displays are one of the best every time they release a new phone, and that is the same case this time too. This phone can run at 2K at 120Hz. There's no sacrifices in between. There's something called smart refresh rate. So what it basically does is the refresh rate varies according to the content you're consuming through the screen. It may go up to 120Hz and may even go down up to 1 Hz. This phone has MEMC technology, which basically means that any video that you have in your phone will have increased FPS. The phone automatically increases the amount of frames it has and makes the video a little bit smoother. It is HDR10 Plus certified and has a 10-bit color depth. Also, the phone's peak brightness is 1300 nits. There are some new technologies implemented in this phone, which includes LTPO technology, which reduces the power consumption of the display by about 50%. OnePlus also implemented HyperTouch technology, which means that the latency between the touch and the response is very low. OnePlus 9 Pro comes with Snapdragon 888 chip, which is the highest end chip that you can get right now in the market. The phone is 5G compatible, has Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. And like always, the charging is fast. It has 65 watt fast charging, which they call it as OnePlus 65T. And I believe it has been improved from the OnePlus 8T version because it can now charge from 0 to 100 in 30 minutes. Like the OnePlus 8 Pro, this phone can charge really fast on its own wireless charging dock. But this can only be done in OnePlus's custom charging dock. Oh, I also forgot to mention that the OnePlus 9 Pro has IP68 water and dust resistance. So that's about it for the OnePlus 9 Pro. Now let's move on to the OnePlus 9. Now there's not a lot to be told about the OnePlus 9, so I'm going to be telling what are excluded from OnePlus 9. The OnePlus 9 has a 1080p display, there is no 10 color bit depth, there is no IP68 rating. Instead of the 50 watt wireless charging, it has the 15 watt wireless charging. There is no 4K 120Hz support for video recording. The OnePlus 9 does not have telephoto lens. Instead of the telephoto lens, you have the monochrome lens. Also, the OnePlus 9 has a flat screen instead of curved screen. Now let's move on to the color options for these two phones. The OnePlus 9 Pro has the following three options: Morning Mist, which is a glossy finish, Pine Green, and Stella Black. These two are matte finishes. The OnePlus 9 comes with three colors also. They are Winter Mist, Arctic Sky, and Astral Black. Now again, I'm going to be mentioning the price of these two devices. The OnePlus 9 starts at 50,000 rupees and goes up to 55,000. The OnePlus 9 Pro has two variants too. They are 65,000 and 70,000 rupees. Next up, we have the OnePlus Watch. Now there is not a lot to talk about the watch itself. It is just another watch, is what I can say, except it has a few features that are, well, distinguishable. The OnePlus Watch can measure the blood oxygen saturation, which is something the Apple Watch Series 6 can do. It's seamless connectivity between the OnePlus TV, OnePlus Watch, OnePlus Buds, and the OnePlus Phone. Here's a very interesting example of the seamless connectivity between the watch and the TV. Consider you're watching the TV and you fall asleep. If you fall asleep wearing the OnePlus Watch, the OnePlus Watch will understand that you are sleeping and sends a signal to the OnePlus TV. And in 30 minutes, the OnePlus TV will turn off since you are sleeping. The watch case is about 46mm. It has IP68 water and dust resistance, 326 pixels per inch density of the pixels, that is. OnePlus claims that the watch can last for a whole week if you charge it for 20 minutes. Now, okay, that's great, but what does that mean? Does it mean that the watch fully charges to 20 minutes? Now, we are not really clear about what's the size of the watch, what's the size of the battery of the watch, and also we don't know how long it takes to fully charge the watch. The watch has three versions, you could say. Two of them are the color versions, which are Moonlight Silver, which looks kind of whitish, and also Midnight Black. The third version I'm talking about is a premium version, which will cost a little bit more. The premium version is made of cobalt alloy, and it has a sapphire glass. So yeah, it might cost a bit. So the main thing about the OnePlus Watch is that there is seamless connectivity between the OnePlus ecosystem, you could say, the OnePlus TV, the OnePlus Buds, the OnePlus Watch, and the OnePlus phones. You can control the OnePlus TV using the OnePlus Watch. Also, it has warp charge. I guess that could be considered a distinguishable feature. Now, I'll show the price of this watch once again. The classic edition of the OnePlus Watch is 17,000 rupees or $160 or 160 euros. I don't think they told us how much the premium version costs. So that pretty much wraps up the video. There's not a lot they reveal in this video. Yes, just these three devices were the only things they revealed. The OnePlus Watch, the OnePlus 9 Pro, and the OnePlus 9. I'll show the prices once again. Why not? And that's it for this video, guys. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If you like the video, please give it a like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.